Oh, are we live, guys? Hold on. So today, guys, we've got this fantasy draft. It's me and my boys from college. So really high stakes here. I'm gonna show you what the expert draft looks like and exactly how we're gonna do it. Ooh. Ooh. So we have the 6th pick, if you can tell. And Jahmyr Gibbs went off first, then Ja'Marr Chase, which is kind of surprising to me. Oh, the commissioner has paused the draft. But we're all good, so don't worry. The draft is unpaused, but so we got the 6th pick, looking at most likely Christian McCaffrey, but we'll really see here. I've got dinner here, but no one's watching the stream, so we're okay to eat at the beginning. Whoop, whoop, whoop. This guy is taking a long time. So here, I know, no way, we actually have a viewer. Shout out you, but yeah, this is a really weird league. So this is no means an expert league, just me and my college friends. But the guy who got second, he got last place in the league last year. So me and him, we both had really slow starts in the league, but we both came out. I came out pretty strong. He had this really bad schedule, but I beat him in like week 6 to get my first win. And I think he got like 2 wins in the whole season. Let's see. Okay, McCaffrey went. Oh, I'll take Puka there. So what's going on here, guys, is we've got, okay, so the strategy here, and not think we would get Puka, but we did somehow, so hopefully we're gonna go next round running back, but I told you these people are not that good. So even though I got 2nd place in the league the first year, and then last year I just made a really bad trade at the beginning of the season. But yeah, Jason and Puka at the 6 and the 7 is pretty funny, so let's see. Yeah, the first season I got 2nd place. The first place was just too good, and then last year I started out 0-6, which was really sad. But I barely missed out on the playoffs because we did turn it around. Okay, so the contenders to actually watch in the league is the guy who's at pick 5. He's won the league both years. Mostly because me and him made big trades. Like, my team sucked at the beginning of the year, and then I traded him a guy that helped him win the championship. But I won both our trades still, in my opinion. The only people I like actually know in this league is number 11 was my roommate, and so freshman year of college, so a few years ago we went to the same high school. And then a lot of these other guys I've only met a few times, so they're no means fantasy experts. Derrick Henry, the guy at 12, he totally whooped me in the trade last year, but for Derrick Henry actually, but I did convince him. Ashton Genty, this is gonna be an easy league, guys, so I wasn't expecting this to be a comedy stream, but we're here. So now I'm looking at the board. We've got 3 picks ahead of us. We're going Saquon, Chase Brown, or Kenneth Walker. We need a running back because we're not going to be able to get. Well, I do like Kyron, and we might be able to get him in the 3rd round, but it'll be interesting to see who goes off. I think out of these, I would probably like Chase Brown the most. I literally, Nick, he's number 11. I was on the phone with him before the draft, and I was joking that someone was gonna pick Genty. Oof. So, this is the only drawback of this pick, but could be a lot worse. I'm gonna take Kenneth Walker. If you couldn't tell, me and him, we're both Walker, so we've got that same name in common. I don't really, yeah, Kenneth is a bit iffy. I actually was like a lot before I started doing the YouTube. I was way lower on him because the Vegas projections aren't that good. But I just need a running back, and I don't want to get stuck with starting one of these bums every week. I'm a running back guy personally, which might come back to bite me, but we're just trying to play a balanced approach through the first like 6 rounds, and then go for upside. Yeah, Kenneth Walker, I don't know, but I was worried I was gonna have to get stuck with Derrick Henry again. So the bad trade I made last year was with the guy who's at 12. And last year I picked Amon-Ra St. Brown as my first pick. And if you remember, he did so bad in the first week. So I traded him, basically Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jaylen Warren. Maybe another throw in too for Justin Herbert, Derrick Henry, and Hunter Henry. And then it did not pay out for me, but yeah, I do like AJ Brown this year. Also, shout out you, man, because I did not think we would get any viewers on this stream at all, but yeah, it's fun. I didn't really think I was gonna start doing YouTube after the Flock League auditions. Like, that wasn't my goal going in to like build an audience, and Kyron went off really early. Well, so it looks like we're gonna most likely be going receiver again round 3, because I'm not gonna reach on Javonte. And my opinion on Josh Jacobs, yeah, that guy might be getting last place again, but I should have titled it a very funny 2026 fantasy draft. The funny thing about fantasy football, though, is I'll laugh at all these guys, and I'll start 0-5 like the last 2 years. But hopefully here we can get Malik Neighbors or Chris Olave. And no, this is Malik Neighbors. Or Chris Olave. This is a tough one. I did not think we were gonna have either of these options, but I like Malik Neighbors. I got him in his rookie year, and he did super good. And then I traded him. But Chris Olave's got that scary injury risk. I think Chris Olave... I wish I had my rankings pulled up. That's a rookie mistake. I think let's see. Yeah, we're gonna have to go... Chris Olave's my guy. I actually hate the Saints, fun fact, because I'm a Panthers guy, but Chris Olave, I have him in Dynasty, in this random Dynasty team I inherited, so might regret it later, but he just seems, with the Jordan Tyson injury, like, if you'd asked me a week ago, Malik Neighbors or Chris Olave, I would have taken Malik Neighbors, but with the Tyson injury, I really like Chris Olave's outlook this year. And so let's see if we could get Scatterboo or ETN on the turn back, that would be pretty good. But with these guys, who knows who they'll pick, so. Oof. Lamar Jackson. Yeah, these aren't fantasy experts. This is no Flock League draft, but Lamar Jackson's my 4th quarterback, which is just kind of me being a hater on Lamar. But Lamar Jackson, he's really good and he has a good ceiling, but I just don't think he's gonna do it this year. I actually like Jalen Hurts over him, which is a quite wild take of mine. Waddle McMillan. I like this is my first like sleeper draft with my like I did my home family league on ESPN, but the little emojis are funny, so oof. See guys, I've got a lot coming in this league this year because I claim to be the expert, but I'm through the first 5 weeks. Labor Day. That's good. You've got with all these injuries as late as you can go, but we just had to get our draft done. Our big key targets here are Jacoby Myers and Keenan Allen in the late rounds, just because they have a special place in my heart, and I know I'm gonna have to really regret not taking them. So Breece Hall, he's always a big meme in our league, which is put you guys on some ball knowledge because Breece Hall, we all know him. He's got the low ceiling and the pretty safe floor because his team's just holding him back. I actually liked watching the Jets when they had Justin Fields, but Breece Hall, he, this guy, Luco, I forget which, I think he's the pick 4. He picked, his team was so bad, and so the guy at 11, he makes, like, graphics. And then, so we made this one, and it just said, Luco's team is, I'm not gonna say it because of, in case anyone I know is watching, but, yeah. Okay, Bucky Irving, I don't like him. Ladd McConkey, I really don't like, so. Here are the guys we're gonna be looking at. Cam Scatterboo, Travis. I realized when I was editing my video today, I'm still calling him Travis Etienne because it's Travis A-Chain now, but well, there he goes. So here it's gonna either be freaking Loveland or Cam Scatterboo, in my opinion. And I like Loveland. I think he could really do good on this Bears, but Cam Scatterboo through his silly weeks. Let's see. Cam Scatterboo. He was averaging a ton of points the weeks he was playing. Let's see. Where's my clock? Colston Loveland. Looking at his last year. Yeah, his projections do seem a little high. We're taking the stat pack. Oh my, I just realized we have Olave, Scatterboo, and those are both pretty injury risk, so hopefully, I forgot Puka could get suspended. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I'm not a big, oh, what is up, guys? What is up, Flock Anonymous? What is up, girlfriend? What is up, other guy? Whoop, 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 party in the stream. Yeah, this is my first stream, guys. I'm in talks with Sammy. Well, I'm waiting for Sammy Stacks to reach. I was looking at Swift in the next round. That's kind of early. I'm waiting for Sammy Stacks to reach out to me, so more streams might be coming. But yeah, I like Scatterboo, especially with the Luther Burden injury. I just don't. I prefer the late tight end strategy, I'm thinking. Yeah. Oof, oof, oof. So far, pretty happy with the start. Really balanced. I like to have at least, I like to go 3-3 through round 6. So we'll see if that can happen, but if not, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, this guy doesn't know, I don't know this guy, but he didn't know what he's doing, picking Tyler Warren over Colston Loveland. No, I can't show, well, so, okay guys, for the stream, who doesn't know, Cookie's my dog. And she just was going too crazy, so she's taking a nap in her crate, but she's all okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oof. Yeah, so back to what I was saying. I didn't do the Flock League stuff like thinking like, oh, I'm gonna turn, Laporta and Burrow. We might get Loveland. Oh, I hope he picks. I think he had Travion last year, so there's a chance. But if we could get Loveland, so we're gonna be probably looking at Loveland or Monty. Um, if you guys don't know, Monty, his picture updated. He was all happy before, but now him and Jahmyr Gibbs they were big smiles in their picture. Oh, these Nick boys done messed up. I'm not an early tight end guy, but Loveland in the 5th, you can't turn that down. Yeah, so I wasn't going into the Flock League stuff expecting to make long form content, but I've done the short term like TikTok edits if you guys didn't know. And then so I just liked the editing so much that I was like, well, might as well start now. So we're gonna keep them coming throughout the season. Big things coming. Dinner tonight. Bon appetit. We have some chicken breast. Whoop whoop. I also had mashed potatoes. I would prefer not to make the stream a mukbang. Yeah, Kyle Pitts right next to. Okay, so now I want to be lining up our next. If we could get these guys, they like to reach on the sleeper guys, but if we could get Jadarian Price, that would be pretty good. The round 6, like second half, is probably one of the like biggest fall offs, grossest parts of the whole draft. So shout out everyone in the chat because I thought Kaylee's she's in all the comments because she's girlfriend if you guys didn't know, but I thought she might come, but I did not think anyone else would come, so I do really appreciate everyone. Okay, 11, he's a Patriots guy, so I bet he was really wanting to take Drake May, but he still got his Patriots guy in Travion, so can't hate that pick for him. But yeah, in a league like this, it just seems like it's going to be best to wait on quarterback. Well, especially since we got the early tight end, we're going to be wanting to wait on quarterback. I actually picked up Loveland. He was on my team near the end of last year, and he was one of my good players, but this is ridiculous, him going after Warren and Laporta. But I guess we made the right choice taking Scatterboo, so. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, the players we're not drafting is Xavier Worthy, because he'll ruin your team. Yeah, girlfriend, I am not guessing who is engaged, because we're locked into the draft. So, this is Jadarian Price, Jaylen Warren. These are like the only running backs good at this spot. I don't want to take Rome, just because Rome, we got Loveland, and they're going to be directly competing for each other. But if we wait to get, we got to go running back here, because I don't want to be stuck with, I really do like Ramondre Stevenson, but he would, that's bad. That's an interesting draft, but that was a good pick there. Now we might have to end up trading for another running back, because I usually instead of Loveland would have gone like Monty probably, but whatever. It lands where it lands. So now I am looking towards Jalen Hurts, just because if you guys didn't know, he does good he's kind of like Dak, where he does good in the other years. Jameson Williams, he shouldn't be available at this point. And there's kind of a tier gap between him and the other guys. So I might just have to take JMO, even though I'm going to hate it, and it's going to splits with Dowdle. Yeah, I don't want to. I took Warren last year, but that just seems really kind of risky there. Okay. I think we're going to try to take JMO here, And then hopefully Laporta gets injured. Just kidding. Hope no one gets injured, but there's just too big of a tier gap between JMO and the running backs where I just gotta take him here, even though it's gonna be freaking scary deciding to play him every year. But I think he's playing Jason, the reigning champ. He's playing his spot pretty good because he got blocked out of the running backs. So then he's been able to hammer them. He kind of oh yeah. See, there's no such thing as like a sleeper pick because all these guys know him and they're gonna reach on him. But Parker Washington, I don't really believe in him just because he's the Jacoby Myers, Travis Hunter. There's just too many. Brian Thomas too. Out of all of them, probably I would rank them Jacoby Myers. I actually do like Jacoby Myers the most. Do I think he's gonna lead the team in receiving yards? No. Probably Parker Washington, but Jacoby Myers, if I had to bet on one being not last, I'd bet him out of all of them. Dak Prescott, that is, yeah, this guy, his name's Schedule of Doom because he got to this horrible schedule last year where he played against like the best team every week. But okay, so now we're looking at Rhamondre Stevenson. I went through and queued up all the guys I liked before the draft. We're pro Walker Asbell fantasy football expert. That's my little bit. If you guys didn't know, but yeah. So Rhamondre, I think he's still going to be the main guy pretty easily over Travion. Not much to say there. And look at the draft. So the difference is Travion, he does have that elite ceiling, like in his games last year, where Rhamondre didn't play and he was scoring like almost 30 points a week. But Rhamondre, if you probably watched the Super Bowl, so and he did really good in the Super Bowl. So he's still it's not showing the stats, but he whooped out Travion out of the water. So I expect him to still have some level in their offense. But behind, if we don't get Rhamondre, see this, if there was anyone I would have not wanted to draft next to, is the guy at 5 and the guy at 11. Well, maybe now the guy at 11 after we've seen him, but the guy at 5, he's pretty smart at this, so he's probably our biggest competition to win the whole league. Dalton Kincaid. I bet he wished he had Loveland. So we're gonna take him Rhamondre. Pretty solid. We filled, like, if you look at our roster now, we've got our flexes, our running backs, our receivers, tight end, quarter. Now we're just missing quarterback, but see, like, these guys, they are rushing to get their quarterbacks. So we're gonna have a bunch of really good values. As you can see, the only teams I've called ball knowers, like the guy at 5, and then the guy at 11, he kind of knows what he's doing. This guy, I would say maybe. These two guys are pretty good too, but the Rams defense in the 7th. Good job, guys. I was just hyping him up with that, but he obviously doesn't know anything. He'll probably still beat me, but I'm really happy with how this team is going. So lots of crazy stuff happening here. 2 watching the stream. That's 2 more than I was expecting, so shout out the 2. 1 and the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. These people are disappointing me. Because I was saying I bet they're not going to take a quarterback early, but here they go. Okay, I'm actually going to pull up the flockfantasy.com rankings just in case so we can make sure we're getting the best player. think now that we're in the random guys too, we want to really focus in on that. Hold on, I'm gonna not hide the draft board from you guys. So, I messed it up, maybe. Nope, we're still good. So you guys, if you didn't know, this is the first live stream. So we're not pro stream dream A team yet. For official Flock Leaguers, I'm not a child and I do not watch Nick A30, but you gotta respect the stream grind, because this is my first stream. Probably not getting much more, so hope you guys enjoyed it. We're actually going to my cousin's wedding this weekend, so I wanted to get you guys the extra little bit of content. So of course I made my awesome commissioner Nick at the 11th spot put the draft just for us. So you're welcome. Yeah, and second defense. This might be the easiest draft we've ever played in. See, this is why we weren't in the Flock League this year, because we had to ultimately, just put in that practice this year. Like, we're in the bronze lobbies right now. We'll move up to the silver next year. So next up, we got the 3-3. So there's a couple ways we can do this. I do like, let's do the math. We're gonna be at some pick, so there's gonna be some good values now at quarterback. Well, who doesn't? How many teams don't have a quarterback? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I might want to grab one, and I do like Mahomes and Trevor Lawrence and Matthew Stafford. Like, these are all, as long as anyone above Jared Goff, I'm comfortable with playing. So, probably Tony Pollard. He's such a freaking, he's like Jacoby Myers, but worse. Like, his floor is lower, so I don't think I would take him. We got Rico Dowdle, too. I think I would take Rico Dowdle. His projections are pretty good, but I think how the Pittsburgh backfield's going to work out is Rico's going to be getting a lot of the rushing work, and then Warren's going to be getting a lot of the receiving work. Let's see, where does Jaylen Warren drafted at? Let's see his player break. He only missed one game last. Yeah, he's pretty not injured, but at this point there's not much better guys, so I think the upside shot on Rico Dowdle is better than the hoping. Oh, it's my pick. Yeah, the upside shot on Rico Dowdle is a lot better than the really low upside of Tony Pollard. So I actually had to play against Rico Dowdle. His first week he was really. Oh, I bet the guy who's at the pick 5, he had Rico Dowdle last year in our league, so I bet he was gonna get him. Hope you guys. I'm checking the stream. Oh yeah, we're showing up good. Everyone, while we're waiting for the next pick, my 0 viewers, would you please like the stream? Help me out. I'm actually sorry for talking with food in my mouth. This is the worst day ever. I have no idea why he took Jacoby Myers so early, but the Jacobster, he's not making it on our team this year. Hopefully, there's the chance he gets dropped, but little quarterback check-in. 1, 2, 3 teams left without a quarterback. Yeah, Jacoby Myers, still really early for him. I'm glad we took Dowdle. You never know with this guy at pick 2. He takes Sam Laporta over Loveland, and then taking the kicker. That's really the 2 goals for this draft were to come out with Keenan Allen and Jacoby Myers. So we may still come out with a really good team, but it'll hurt a little bit to not get the Jacobster. Well, if anyone is interested, Jacoby Myers is called the Jacobster. So, okay. Now this is an interesting one. I told you guys I'm not picking a quarterback, except I do love me some Jackson Dart. My other best player would be for Corum, but I didn't even get Kyron, so yeah, I think I'm happy with taking Jackson Dart here. He's just he's gonna do really. If you look at his stats, like he's putting up like 20 points a game. He was really good, like averaging points wise. And so now we got him and Cam Scatterboo, which is gonna be. Let's look up Giants prime time games. Oh, see, they got 4 primetime games. Rams, week 1, week 2, week 10, and week 16. So, this is actually a pro tip for you guys. I really like drafting based on primetime games, because they're the ones I'm going to watch, so. Well, other than the Panthers, and like, maybe a 4:30 now and there. But, yeah, Jordan Tyson, or Chris Godwin to the guy at pick 5. I traded him Chris Godwin last year. That was my deal to try to get Jonathan Taylor. So yeah, Kittle got taken. Let's see who's left. I would probably like I like Pittman, Reed, and Corum. Let's see the roster. Yeah, really good team here. This is a Super Bowl winning team. We got Rico Dowdle on the bench too for when he'll break out. Guys, I think we drafted the best team. See, now we got the freaking auto picker coming in, but nobody knows. No, the Jacobster. Thanks. Shout out Kaylee. She's in on the Jacobster drama. Well, more like Jackson Fart. No, you can't get mad at Jackson Dart. I'm not gonna talk political, but Jackson Dart, he's a political guy, so Jackson Dart, he's gonna be the yeah, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead. So Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterboo, they're the silly boys, and so now instead of having Jacobster, we got the silly boys, which is pretty good. Everyone thanks for hitting that heart button. Shout out all the Walker country in here. Okay, I actually really like this guy here. What he did there, he took the double quarterback strategy, which at this point, I was a little worried about taking Jackson Dart so early. Like, usually I would have just waited till like round. This is a big draft, but usually I would wait till like later rounds to take a quarterback. But see, those 3, now that people are taking 2, we made the right choice. Oh yeah, probably if there was any fantasy pros in the chat, they would have been screaming at me because all these guys had a quarterback already, which that's on me, I didn't realize. But coming back around the turn, see, they took 3 quarterbacks by then, so we started the quarterback trend. Now, let's see. Brock Purdy went off the board. So the only really good quarterbacks are Trevor Lawrence and Bo Nix. And I'm kind of tempted to take another one to just screw over this guy because he's really good. So we got Trevor Lawrence, also known as T-Law. If we could double up on him and Jackson Dart, I think that would be quite good. The only real options are Pittman who I'm not so sure. We do need an. Oh, well, we got Pittman, so how do I turn off auto draft? Well, Pittman's not that bad. Too bad we couldn't screw out, oh, the clock got changed down to 30 seconds, which I hadn't realized. But Pittman's not the end of the world. Probably would have gotten Trevor Lawrence. But Pittman, he's got good upside. DK Metcalf went this far ahead of him. And they're basically in the same spot this year. Oh, we've already got the Silly Boys nickname coming on, but we'll figure out all of them. Bo Nix, we weren't able to get him, but you never know. This guy actually has a lot similar team. He had Kelsey too, so maybe he'll finish in 7th place, you know. Okay. Likely that early is really interesting. Okay. I kind of need to go another receiver here. I think it's time to break out the Stribling. Ooh, we could get Xavier Worthy. Just kidding, I hate Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy, if you guys didn't know, I wake up every day and think about him with anger. About how he ruined my life. If you didn't know, the thing about Xavier Worthy, I'm really passionate about him. Okay, yep, that's right. The Strib Club. I hope we can get Algier coming back to us though. But we gotta go with the Strib Club. Dijon Stribling. The Strib Club. He's my big upside pick, so we're kinda good on receivers. So it kinda worked out that we got stuck with Pittman. So now we're at 4 running backs and 5 receivers. So we're probably pretty good on receivers. These are the 3 guys, like running back I would like to get. We'll see how many we're able to. But I didn't realize how long this draft was in like comparison to. No, it's not the Strip Club. It's the Strib Club because his name is Dijon Stribling. And the end zone, like when he gets the touchdowns, turns into the Strib Club. And so the funny thing about him, I'll tell you, my random viewer who I do not know, he was this guy who, yeah, we're giving that some, Jared Goff, he sucks, but Stribling, everyone made fun of his pick, no one knew why the 49ers picked him. So then, when he started popping off in the preseason, so he actually might be good, and it's like a what did they know situation, because they just have the ball knowledge that we didn't. And Mike Evans, he's super questionable, so I really like Stribling there. But these guys here, Algier, Mike Washington, Lloyd, all of them could be great at the beginning of the year. Let's see. Jacoby Lane. I don't think we'll be able to get him too, but I'm going to throw him on the queue. Tyrone Tracy. I feel really sad because Tyrone Tracy. So we have Scatterboo, so we might. I thought about getting Tracy because Scatterboo. The thing that sucks with Scatterboo is he's really good, but we know he's going to get injured at some point just because of how crazy he is, which is the scary thing about taking Jackson Dart too, because I don't like to say due for an injury, but they play with their head by just freaking not protecting themselves at all. So hopefully we're going to get Tyler Algier, because I really don't trust Jeremiah Love being able to play in the first game. And Tyler Algier, he stole all these touchdowns from Bijan. And let's see where their first game is. The Chargers, Seahawks is tough, but if we can get a few games out of Algier, and then we got Mike Washington. Like all these ADPs, average draft position. If you don't know, it's some fantasy slang. But actually, 1 second, guys. Coker, not a Coker guy, but 4 viewers, whoop whoop. See, I actually cannot move the camera down because the Walmart camera is like pointed all the way down, and it didn't really work with my monitor. But we've got the chair all the way up, so we're doing the best here we can. We'll break out the cookie dog at the very end of the draft. Oh, Tyler Algier goes off right before us. Really, that is not what the fans wanted to see. I think here I might just have to straight up reach on Mike Washington, because there's not many other good guys. Yeah, I think it's going to be a Mike Washington kind of a pick. We could get Sharp. We're getting Mike Washington. I don't trust Genty week 1. And this guy, the guy at 11 who took Genty, he actually does some trades. So maybe we can trick him to trade Mike Washington. Well, obviously not for Genty, but maybe we'll get one of his little pieces. Oh yeah, he did take Kyler Murray. He's gonna need him. So, yeah. To celebrate the 4 viewers, we'll bring out my dog at the very end of the stream. Like I said, this draft went a lot faster than I was expecting. Maybe it hasn't been. And I love drafting and I love fantasy football, so it feels like it's flown by. But I'll tell you, the Flock League draft, when I got to go, it took a long time. Like I got there right at the end of the 112 because of my flight delay for a little bit. But those first few rounds, everyone was really thinking, because it was, no hate to them, it was okay, auto pick Xavier Worthy, last place. You get Xavier Worthy, you get last. Sorry guys, I don't make the rules, but that's what's gonna happen. Okay. I had Brenton Strange queued up from before the draft, but now that we already have, I probably would like to get another quarterback. Maybe not right away. I like Tyler Shugg. He's a funny dude, and that's what our team... we might need another funny white boy quarterback. Not Baker Mayfield. He's one of my... Oh, Luco took Lloyd. That is frustrating with the Josh Jacobs injury, but Lloyd might be better than Washington. But Washington's locked into the RB2 role. Lloyd is a lot more questionable. Woody Marks. So now we've got either Jacoby Lane or a quarterback. So let's see here. I'm going to take Sharp actually and deviate from the queue. So we can throw Sharp right onto the IR spot. I'm a big fan of the IR spot, so we'll be able to pick up someone instantly. Yeah, Chig Okonkwo, I really like his projection. I wouldn't take him, but I think he could do a lot better than where he's projected. Juwan Johnson, if you need a tight end in this range, the very end of your draft, don't wait and take him early. But Juwan Johnson, really consistent guy. This might be a crazy take, but I might pick up Juwan Johnson. Not as to be like, well, we got one more pick before we need to go with our kicker defense. So we're going to have a couple options. Let's see who's available. The Jaguars are still available, Chargers. But, oh good, Tyrone Tracy went off. One less player to worry about. Quarterbacks here, Sam Darnold. Let's see how he did last year. Pretty good, but that's the thing. There's not much of a difference, but I should have waited on Jackson Dart, but just for the for the fans. We had to take him. I think Malik Willis could be really good, which is one of my out there takes. Oh, I just got a memory back to me. He was one of my Madden guys from back in the day. Yeah, so I think the problem with the camera is I just keep getting locked into the draft screen, but we're in the stream. We're doing good. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll bring out the dog to celebrate the 50 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. But we still got 3 rounds left. This draft's not over. Michael Penix. Michael Penix, he's a funny dude. Yeah, see? The boot dude! Oh my gosh. Yeah, so he's a Patriots fan, so not surprised he took the boot dude. I think someone else took Keenan Allen, I just missed it, but not the end of the world. Where did Keenan Allen go? Let's see. Oh, he is still available. Yeah, that's gonna be our guy. That was a clutch by me. Oh, and Jacoby Lane went. See, I do like Juwan Johnson, but he'll be available out there on the waivers. If you know me, I love Keenan Allen, and I love the Jacobster. Keenan Allen and Jacobster were my 2 players in my heart who I wanted to get, and we couldn't get them. We couldn't get the Jacobster because someone took him so early, but we could get Keenan Allen. So he gets the little heart icon from me. Sorry, girlfriend in chat. Keenan Allen is talking sooner. Keenan Allen's here for me, but Keenan Allen. See, the thing about Keenan Allen is if you look here, everyone doubted him in 2024 on the Bears, and he kept putting up good weeks. Everyone doubted him in 2025, top receiver to begin the year. Now on the Colts, he's their wide receiver 1 right away. Don't quote me on that, but he should be at least. I think what we're gonna do, I think I might try to take Tyler Shugg or Malik Willis, like pick them up right off waivers. I'm gonna take, let's look at these. So the Jaguars, they got Cleveland week 1. Really good week. And they finished at 4 last year. The Chargers, they've got the Raiders and the Cardinals. I think we're going to be looking to take the Jaguars. We might take... Kicker doesn't really matter. No one really knows who... Well, I will. I'll know in my video when I make the kicker weekly ranking. Yeah, this guy's watching the stream. I know you're in here, Jason. But that means we'll pick up probably Malik Willis. Most of these... Dang, these guys picked a lot of quarterbacks, because I was not expecting... See, Daniel Jones, Malik Willis, they're all good. You have to really scroll down. Bro. But Jacoby Brissett, he might just have to be the new Jacobster, because I had him last year, and look, he's really consistently good, and you don't need him to... We only need him to play the first few weeks, so... We're not looking for our league winner in round 16. I think I am going to go ahead and take my kicker. Just because... So, let's see who we got available. Pacheco. He's already injured. And the Cyrus Allen. He's the Chiefs highlight guy. But after going through... I had so many of the Chiefs receivers last year. We had... Probably my favorite out of all of these, I think Malik Washington could be a good player, but my favorite is probably Trey Tucker. The thing with him, you want to get him in that good 40. See, week 3, 40 points. Week 3, 22 points. Week 3 didn't play, but that was his rookie year. So you want to have him for week 3, so we don't need him right away. But he's the wide receiver 1, so I might just go ahead and take him. Let's see. I'm gonna trade Tucker it up. Let's see. Is there Eddie Pinheiro, the Rams. I think I had him against the Rams. Oh, 17 points and 1 point against them. That might have been the game he got injured though, so I think I might have to end up actually waiting on kicker to be whoever I pick up when we put Sharp on the IR. But let's see, Malik Willis. Ugh, who does the dart guy play? The Rams. That's gonna be a scary game. Daniel Jones, week 2, Chiefs. Yeah, that'll be a problem for later, Walker. So what we're gonna do is just not take a kicker, I think, and we'll either keep Trey Tucker around for week 3, or he's the wide receiver 1 now, and I had him last year. Like I keep saying for all of these guys, the key thing is you don't. Geno Smith was horrible for him, so that was holding him back a lot. Pinheiro was probably the best option at kicker, but when you don't see the Jaguars, top 4 defense, playing against Deshaun Watson, can't ask for more. But kicker, no one really knows, and we haven't done the week 1 kicker rankings. Well, looks like that's the draft, guys. Really happy with how it turned out. I'm actually gonna do a little quick review for you guys, and then we're gonna bring out we'll bring out the dog to have a party at the end. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed the stream so far, and went a lot better than I was expecting. I had this whole software stuff set up only right. So Puka, crazy value. I would have had him at pick 4 in my rankings. Kenneth Walker. Now at this point, it could have been worse if Drake London was only available here, but probably would have still gotten. I'm pretty happy with Kenneth Walker. He's shaky with his injury. We're going to go through the later rounds a lot faster, too. Olave, he's one of my guys. He did so good last year, and not enough people talked about it. Cam Scatterboo, super fun to watch. I might actually order a Giants jersey after this, but Loveland, did not think we were ever going to get an early tight end, and I still can't believe it, but that is a really weird jargon, AI. Targeted thrice? Man. But with DJ Moore gone, I actually see it as Loveland, Rome, Luther Burden, so he could do good. JMO, he's at this point, he's one of our flex guys, so he's going to be, so if he has 5 points, it won't kill us. And then if he has 20 points, it would really help us out. He's our 3rd receiver, so it's not going to really matter too much. Ramadre, he was super good at the end of last year. Yeah, look at this, guys. 35 points, 27 points, 17. He's super underrated just because he fumbles a lot, but what can you do? Rico Dowdle, I think he's our upside running back out of them. So I like him. Jackson Dart, in this ESPN draft, I really reached on him. But then we got Pittman. I kind of wish I got Trevor Lawrence just to mess that guy up, but it's okay. Stribling, really high upside. He's one of our new funny nickname dudes. Mike Washington, he's going to be great in week 1. I might actually end up playing him as a flex spot. But we could also, and then we got Zach Charbonnet straight to the IR, and then extra spot on the lineup, and he's always overperforms his ADP. And Seahawks, there are probably going to be some injuries in that backfield, especially with how crazy the season's been. Keenan Allen, I'm so glad I remembered him because I get him every year, and we're back. But Jaguars, great schedule. Trey Tucker, week 3. So that's the whole draft recap for you guys. I'm gonna stay here, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. This is the Cookie Monster, the official mascot of the Walker country. See, if you can tell, she's kind of really silly, but she's the official mascot, and she says she's really happy with this team we got. As you can tell on her really educated on fantasy's face. Thanks you guys so much for watching, and thanks so much for all the subscribers. Love all you guys. Hold on, put Cookie down. Walker Country, let's ride!